My name's Michelle, and in 2008 I was diagnosed with breast cancer. At that time I was 36 years old, had 3 children at home, and wasn't quite prepared for all this as I had just lost my dad to pancreatic cancer in February of the same year. They decided that they needed to do the BRCA testing, which is testing to see if you carry the cancer gene. And looking at 3 children's eyes, and at the time I had a 1-year-old baby, I didn't know what to say to them. So about 6 weeks later, the tests come back and I carry the gene. So I'm never in remission. Chemo would get worse every time they would do it. My mom would be there, and my husband just didn't want anything to do with anything. He wouldn't believe it, wouldn't be supportive, wouldn't sit in bed and just let me cry, let me be angry. He'd get mad at the kids and angry with them, like we were almost interrupting his life and his lifestyle, and I couldn't figure out why. The double mastectomy came and went, and the hysterectomy came and went. Basically was told that I wasn't a woman anymore, that I wasn't anything. The physical abuse got worse. He started abusing the children, and I had enough. I literally packed my children and whatever I could put in a truck, and I came back to Branson. My sister lives in Fairgrove, and we lived with her for about 3 weeks while I tried to find a house and ended up in Hollister. I was relieved, but I was scared, and I didn't know where to turn, and I was going to food pantries for food. I hadn't even started going to church. I hadn't even started doing anything. I was just trying to survive, or what I thought was surviving. God always had such control of everything. I didn't have money, I didn't have credit cards, I didn't have anything, but always everything seemed to fall in the right spot and where I was supposed to be.
The first time I met Michelle was at a health and wellness center, and I knew immediately there was a connection when she walked up to the table.
Vanessa's standing there looking at me, and I wrote my name down, and she reads my name and she goes, "Do you have a son named Jordan who plays football at Hollister with my son David?" And it was just like this relief came over me, like this guardian angel just wrapped her wings around me and said, "You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be okay."
And she came to the first group, and I knew there was heartache in her, and she was very quiet, but I knew that God had more for her, than there was something powerful growing inside of her, and that God was going to do with her.
I walk upstairs to this group of women. Vanessa took this group in and molded us to be each other's support system. God put us together for a reason. I sat the first couple of weeks and just cried, because the message that came across just touched my heart, like God was saying, "Hello, open the door. Look at what you already have. Why are you still crying? Why? I have pulled you out. I have pulled your children out, and I have protected you. And I have given you this group, and I've given you this guardian angel. And I need you to now stand up and be the woman that I've made you, and the woman that I've created you to be, and to show your children that you are strong, and that I have given you the strength to overcome." I have custody of my 2 daughters, and my son went back to his dad in North Carolina. We don't talk, and they don't go to church. But in the process, my oldest daughter came to know God. And at Christmas, my 7-year-old also came to know Jesus. God has brought us to Hollister to finish molding my family and to put us in the right walk with God.
Not only is she in the group, she helps lead the group, taught her first class on finances, and just is an amazing person with a testimony that God uses to reach so many women that need to hear it.
I don't know where I'd be without the caring people, because I have been able to grow and not only in my everyday life, but in my faith with God, because I see what His plan was for me. As I continue to develop that plan for Him and be His warrior and lead these moms to Christ and give them the opportunity to turn the corner, I can look at them and know that God's not done with us yet.